Among 7 analysts covering Aerohive Networks, New York Stock Exchange HIVE, 4 have buy rating, 1 sell and 2 hold. Therefore 57% are positive. Aerohive Networks had 12 analyst reports since August 6, 2015 according to SRatingsIntel. On Thursday, August 6, the stock rating was maintained by Dougherty Company with buy. Bank of America downgraded Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, rating on Wednesday, August 26. Bank of America has buy rating and $7.0 target. The firm has hold rating given on Friday, October 14 by Wunderlich. The firm has buy rating by Wunderlich given on Friday, May 5. The firm earned buy rating on Wednesday, June 8 by Wunderlich. The firm has neutral rating given on Friday, October 14 by Buckingham Research. Buckingham Research maintained Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, on Thursday, February 4 with buy rating. The rating was downgraded by JMP Securities on Monday, February 6 to Mkt Perform. The stock of Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, has buy rating given on Friday, December 16 by D.A. Davidson. See Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, latest ratings, 5/5/2017 broker, Wunderlich gold rating, hold new rating, buy new target, $5 upgrade. Analysts expect Ellie Mae Inc., New York Stock Exchange ELLI, to report 23 cents EPS on October 26. They anticipate 22 cents EPS change, or 48.89% from last quarter's 45 cents EPS. ELLI's profit would be $7.90 million, giving it 89.27 PE, if the 23 cents EPS is correct. After having 52 cents EPS previously, Ellie Mae Inc.'s analysts see -55.77% EPS growth. The stock increased 1.36%, or $1.1 on September 29, reaching $82.13. About 425,967 shares traded, or 14.34% up from the average. Ellie Mae Inc., New York Stock Exchange ELLI, has risen 37.10% since September 30, 2016 and is uptrending. It is outperformed by 20.40% the S&P 500. Since April 7, 2017, it had 0 buys and 16 insider sales for $3.61 million activity. 3,251 shares valued at $354,658 were sold by Shriner Gates Kathleen on Wednesday, May 24. Lave Matthew had sold 1,495 shares worth $161,187. Davis Craig had sold 2,415 shares worth $265,342. Another trade for 3,003 shares valued at $326,108 was sold by Terrell Joseph P. Core Jonathan sold $248,436 worth of Ellie Mae Inc., New York Stock Exchange ELLI, on Wednesday, June 7. $132,550 worth of Ellie Mae Inc., New York Stock Exchange ELLI, was sold by Dolan Abar on Friday, mid-26. $106,003 worth of Ellie Mae Inc., New York Stock Exchange ELLI, was sold by Levin Robert J. on Friday, mid-26. Ellie Mae Inc. is a provider of on-demand software solutions and services for the residential mortgage industry in the United States. The company has market cap of $2.82 billion. Banks, credit unions, mortgage lenders and mortgage brokers use the company's Encompass mortgage management solution to originate and fund mortgages. It has a 54.17 P/E ratio. The company's Encompass software is an enterprise solution that handles functions involved in running the business of originating mortgages, including customer relationship management, loan processing, underwriting, preparation of application, disclosure and closing documents, funding and closing the loan for the borrower, compliance with regulatory and investor requirements, and overall enterprise management. Investors' sentiment increased to 1.02 in Q2 2017. It's up 0.25 from 0.77 in 2017 Q1. It improved as 25 investors sold Ellie Mae Incorporated shares, while 65 reduced holdings. 25 funds opened positions, while 67 raised stakes. 34.18 million shares, or 0.12% less from 34.22 million shares in 2017 Q1 were reported. Baring Asset Management accumulated 3,308 shares. Next Century Growth stated it has 1.02% in Ellie Mae Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange ELLI. State Common Retirement Fund holds 0.07%, or 496,373 shares. 13,194 are owned by LPL Finkel Limited Liability Company. BNP Paribas Arbitrage SAW reported 4,288 shares, or 0% of all its holdings. Cornerstone KPMG MTLC reported 10,800 shares stake. PEAK6 Limited Partnership reported 0.02% in Ellie Mae Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange ELLI. 3,561 are held by Guggenheim Capital Limited Liability Com. Alps Advisors accumulated 0% or 4,904 shares. Virginia-based Virginia Retirement et al. Has invested 0.02% in Ellie Mae Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange ELLI. Illinois-based Northern Corporation has invested 0.01% in Ellie Mae Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange ELLI. California-based Los Angeles KPMG MT Equity Research has invested 0% in Ellie Mae Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange ELLI. Prime KPMG MT Car reported 3.36 million shares. Ledyard Bankshares owns 0% invested in Ellie Mae Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange ELLI, for 100 shares. Say Inc. holds 0% of its portfolio in Ellie Mae Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange ELLI, for 808 shares. Among 16 analysts covering Ellie Mae, New York Stock Exchange ELLI, 10 have buy rating, 0 sell and 6 hold. Therefore 63% are positive. Ellie Mae had 41 analyst reports since July 23, 2015 according to SRatingsIntel. On Thursday, January 12, the stock rating was initiated by Morgan Stanley with equal weight. The firm has buy rating given on Tuesday, July 25 by Oppenheimer. The firm has hold rating given on Thursday, July 27 by RBC Capital Markets. On Friday, February 12, the stock rating was maintained by RBC Capital Markets with Outperform. The firm has sector perform rating given on Thursday, November 17 by RBC Capital Markets. FBR Capital maintained the shares of ELLI in report on Friday, April 29 with Mkt Perform rating. As per Monday, April 3, the company rating was upgraded by William Blair. As per Friday, April 29, the company rating was maintained by RBC Capital Markets. RBC Capital Markets maintained the shares of ELLI in report on Sunday, September 3 with hold rating. The firm has sector perform rating given on Monday, April 24 by RBC Capital Markets. The stock decreased 0.73%, or 3 cents on September 29, reaching $4.09. About 103,387 shares traded. Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, has declined 22.32% since September 30, 2016 and is downtrending. It is underperformed by 39.02% the S&P 500. Since May 16, 2017, it had one buying transaction and 0 insider sales for $171,880 activity. $171,880 worth of Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, was bought by Flynn David K. Investors' sentiment increased to 2.72 in Q2 2017. It's up 1.00 from 1.72 in 2017 Q1. It increased as 5 investors sold Aerohive Networks Inc. shares, while 13 reduced holdings. 22 funds opened positions, while 27 raised stakes. 16.39 million shares, or 2.19% less from 16.76 million shares in 2017 Q1 were reported. Sir Automobile Association invested in 0.01%, or 565,590 shares. California Pub Employees Retirement Sites reported 190,900 shares. Moreover, Royal Commercial Bank of Canada has 0% invested in Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, for 121 shares. State Common Retirement Fund invested in 0%, or 21,200 shares. Essex Invest MGMT LLC holds 0.01% of its portfolio in Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, for 19,901 shares. Legal General GRP Public Limited Company holds 4,819 shares. Citigroup holds 0% of its portfolio in Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, for 217 shares. Invesco Limited holds 26,465 shares, or 0% of its portfolio. Moreover, Mutual of America Capital MGMT Limited has 0.03% invested in Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE. Morgan Stanley has 37,649 shares. Millennium Limited Liability Company has 0.01% invested in Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE, for 833,831 shares. QuantBit Technologies LP holds 0%, or 500 shares in its portfolio. Bank Corporation of Montreal stated it has 1,936 shares, or 0% of all its holdings. S-Squared Limited Liability Com stated it has 1.16% of its portfolio in Aerohive Networks Inc., New York Stock Exchange HIVE. GeoDcap MGMT Limited Liability accumulated 320,140 shares, or 0% of the stock. Aerohive Networks Inc., together with its subsidiaries, has designed and developed a cloud-managed mobile networking platform that enables enterprises to deploy and manage a mobile-centric network edge. The company has market cap of $220.34 million. The company's portfolio of products and solutions is built around sets of technologies and solutions, which include enterprise cloud networking, wireless fidelity connectivity and application and insights. It currently has negative earnings. It conducts its business in geographic regions, including Americas, Europe, the Middle East and Africa, and Asia Pacific. Receive news and ratings via email. Enter your email address below to receive a concise daily summary of the latest news and analysts ratings with our free daily email newsletter.